All right, ACC145, hello. John Korenik is my name, your instructor of the course. And here is an introduction video before we actually get into the content of the course to hopefully serve as an information video for you to give you more comfort in managing this course, on how to communicate with me, on how to submit assignments, how the tests will be structured, particularly for those of you who are new to online learning, online courses. I do have a notebook here in front of me that I'll be referring to make sure that I get all of the points that I would like to cover in the video covered. Now, just to give you an idea, I'm in a classroom right now that is run by motion detecting lights. So if it starts to go dim and I start to do some movements, that's what's happening. Okay? Because this particular software that I'm using doesn't allow me to pause the video. So there you go. Now, the textbook is, make sure you have the 13th edition of the book called College Accounting, A Practical Approach. It's got people walking from the top left of the cover page, all hazy and blurry, very colorful. That's how you identify it. You may have seen the thumbnail of it already on My Lab if you've logged into there. My Lab being the resource website associated with this particular textbook. Okay, so 13th edition, why that's important is because when we start to work from certain pages, we want to make sure that we're all working from the same pages. If you have the 12th edition or the 14th edition, then I'll work with you. But if you don't have any of the books, then make sure you go and you try to find the 13th edition. It'll make it much more convenient for all of us. All right, so now as far as Blackboard goes, if you are not familiar with Blackboard, if you would like to learn more about Blackboard, there is a link that you can go to at the bottom of the St. Clair College.ca website. So www.stclaircollege.ca. That's the main website. Scroll all the way down to the bottom of the page. All right? Then you're going to see 5 columns in a black shaded area. So there's a black shaded area at the bottom of the page, and there's going to be 5 columns of information. The first column is just contact information or addresses of the different St. Clair campuses. Okay, that's the first column if you're reading from the left side of the screen. Then you have 4 additional columns as you move left. Right? 4 additional columns. And those will all contain green text, which are also links to different parts of the website. So if we are talking about those 5 columns, right, you're going to the third one from the left side. The third column from the left side, all the way to the bottom, and then I think it's the second last link in that third column. The second last one, it says Blackboard support or something like that. Okay? So make sure you go all the way to the bottom, the second last one, Blackboard support. When you click that, then it will open up another screen or another page that says support for students, support for instructors, and all of that. So click the student one, and then you get sent to another few links where all of them serve as a information source on how to better manage Blackboard. All right, be more comfortable with it. And a way to get into Blackboard is by going to that same www.stclaircollege.ca and then going to the top right of that. The top right of that screen will say My St. Clair, which when you click it will open up another screen that says My Apps to the right of the screen. Underneath that title or that heading will be a bunch of tiles. Okay, tiles. And the first one should be Blackboard. And all you have to do is click that tile, and then it will lead you to the Blackboard page. Okay, where you type in your username and your password. It will have a list of all your courses once you do that. And all of the courses are structured the same in terms of navigating through each of them. Okay, so when you open up the course, you have My Courses when you first log in. Click ACC145. And now you're into the course. And what Blackboard is, for those of you who are not familiar with it, is kind of like a space, a platform where we can have an online class. Yes, it is part of the physical classes as well, but when you're doing an online course, it's 100% essentially on Blackboard. There is no physical presence. And that's one of my reasons for doing the video, is so that we do have some kind of communication besides just Blackboard, right? Okay, so you're logging into well, you've already logged in. Now you click the course and you're in ACC145. You will see in the left column, once you get into the course, in the left column, you have the first 4 headings. Will say My or Homepage is the first one. Homepage, then Information, then Content, then Discussions. Those 4 are the main 4 for this course. I don't know how other instructors are managing their course or what they're asking you to access, but generally those 4 will be all you really need to do. All you need to visit or click. Okay? The first one, Homepage, is what will have all of the announcements in the course. So far you've already received a few of them from me. Once I make that announcement, it automatically gets sent to your email. So you'll get it through your email, and then when you log into Blackboard, you will see it in the announcements section again. All of the announcements throughout the semester will be in that home page under announcements. When you click homepage, all of the announcements will show up, and it's by date, so the most recent one will show up first. Good so far? The next link after homepage is Information. And that's where I've posted the course outline, course syllabus, exam information, and withdrawal information, in case you need to know those. Well, you do need to know the exam information, but in case you need to know the withdrawal, all of that is there. And that's all that's going to be posted there for the whole semester. Unless I let you know that there's going to be some change, but the majority of you fulfilling the requirements will be done through, oh, there we go. Okay. Will be done through the content section. Okay? The content section, which follows the information section. That's where, if you've already clicked into it, you can see all of the PowerPoint slides. All 8 of them are already posted on there, in there. And obviously, if you're watching the video, you've clicked it. You've clicked that content section for that. And that's where the assignment links are posted. Okay? The assignment links will be posted underneath each of the PowerPoint chapters. So you may have noticed that the assignment 1 link for chapter 1 is posted right underneath the chapter 1 PowerPoint slides. All right? And the chapter 1 video will be also posted underneath the chapter 1 video slides. So now in that content section, you're accessing the PowerPoint slides, the videos, and the assignment links. The assignment links is what you click on to submit your assignment. Once you click on that link, it will bring you to a new page where you will have the browse button that you can click to upload your assignment into. Whether you do that on Microsoft Word, save it somewhere on your hard drive, and then upload it through that link by clicking browse. Now, I did mention in the announcement that you can write it out physically, your assignment, if you don't want to do it on the computer, which is fine, but please make sure that you're neat if you want to do that route. And if you do it, you could take a picture with your cell phone, plug in the USB cord from your phone into the computer, transfer it on there, and then upload into that link your pictures if you want. And then there's actually a third way to do it as well. When you click that link, it will open up a white body, a white space, where you're able to actually type in the answer inside that link. So there's that as well. There's 3 options on how you can do those assignments. Again, the content section, very important. That's where everything will be throughout the course. Just remember the content section. And what else will be posted in the content section is the 3 tests. Not that final exam, but the 3 tests. The final exam is in person. You have to physically come in and write that test. On April 13th, which is a Saturday, from 9 a.m. to 12 p.m. The classroom I will update you on when that becomes known. Okay? But for now, that's when it will be. And of course, anything that happens in this course, I will update you on. All right? And then now, let's say you have some questions. Let's say you want to work out a problem with your classmates, or you want to share something with the class. That's where that 4th link in that left column, discussions, comes to be relevant. You click discussions, and that's where you can post any question that you have for me about the course or about any specific question. What I can also do is make a video about a specific question. I can cover it, I can put it out write it out on the board. But sometimes that won't be required, that won't be necessary. It'll be sufficient just to answer it within that discussion board, right? That's an alternative to you emailing me, although you're welcome to do both. Either or both. But the discussion board really helps out everybody to gain an understanding on different concepts, and I invite you to use it. So those are the 4. You will notice that there's a grade center, a place where you see your marks, different things like that. But as far as the activity and the participation in the course, those are the 4 to focus on. Left column, straightforward. And of course, as you start to use them, you'll become more comfortable with them, and everything's great from there. Okay, so hopefully that's helpful for you. If you have any other questions, of course, let me know. And that's that. That's that as far as, yeah, I think we got it all for the introduction. So we move to the content, where I'll be doing a video per chapter. We have the first test happening in week 3 on the first 2 chapters, but I will do 1 chapter at a time. Until then.